Okay, here we go. Syndicate MMA, day 2. Alright. So today was much better. We worked some technique. Okay, so the first day, we warmed up with jump rope. Like a couple rounds, maybe like 2 or 3 rounds of jump rope. That was cool. I like jump rope. Um, if you're a fighter, you're gonna have to do jump rope, whether it's boxing or what have you. Footwork is key. That's really what I'm figuring out is like, where you get all your power and everything like that is just having good footwork. Anybody can throw their arms around or throw their leg up in the air, but it like setting it up and feints and head movement and you know setups. That's what I noticed today. The first day I was really just so gassed. I got gassed so easily, like because I just hadn't been sparring. I hadn't been sparring. I've been doing a bunch of jiu-jitsu. I'm in great shape for jiu-jitsu. I can do 10 rounds in a row of that, but it's different when you're on your feet. So we worked some technique. It was like, one of the main techniques was, let's say you throw a lead hook and you throw that one out there. Let's say it lands, let's say it doesn't land. Well, you can't keep throwing the same lead hook out there and expecting it to land, even if it does that first time. They're like, if they know what they're doing, they're gonna block it, or they get out of the way, or they'll counter you like if they're real good. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like, okay, so what we're gonna do is, we're gonna set it up with a straight punch. And I really like the straight punch, like the cross, like in boxing, it's really called a cross, like to the body or to the head. I really like it to the body, but you gotta be careful that you keep your guard up when you go down. So it's just like, well, you extend it, and you're kind of guarded here, and then you're guarded here, so they can't come down on top of you, and then you gotta come back pretty quick, like movement is so key. There's like a straight to the hook. Like, so if I go straight to the body, to a hook to the head, and then straight again, or I can set it up with, or like I can, so now you're creating a walking motion, like where like I'm kind of stalking my opponent down, and I'm on the offensive, and so like one person goes and one person defends, which again, like, the coaching is great. John Wood is amazing, and Tom Lawler, he's another UFC veteran. Like, I got to talk to him, pretty like a lot more today after class. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy to have seen somebody who is where you want to be, or has been through all that. You know what I'm saying? And he had like 9 UFC fights. Last fight he had was against Corey Anderson, a freaking monster at 205, and here I am, my first day. He picks me first to spar. Luckily, they're mindful. People are controlled. It's not like, it's really the new people that you got to worry about, where they're kind of looking at me like, is he gonna be a spaz and try to do too much, like do too much. I was spazzy like when I first had started sparring, but then you gas real easily, and then when you gas, then you can get beat up. So it's about being controlled. I worked with another guy named David, black guy. Everybody's so cool, man. Everybody's like, real receptive. It doesn't seem to be any real egos. You know what I mean? And we sparred a little bit. He was probably the best one that I sparred with today. And the thing with him was, he was like, I was like, man, you're pretty good at countering. Like, they're showing me where like, yo, don't drop your right hand, don't leave your punches out there. so they're helping me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm real receptive to this stuff. A lot of people, I feel like, just in with any craft, they're just coming in, and they're just like, going through the motions. They have a few things that work for them, and they're there, and so they're satisfied with being there. You know what I'm saying? This is a sport that will break you. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond a sport. It's fighting. It's designed to break people. So, uh, you know, it's either, to me, in my eyes, it's like I'm here to learn and to grow and to get it as best as I can, and start putting people on ice, make a living out of this for a while. God gives me the ability to do this, get my money, cash the checks, and bounce. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, and then continue on with martial arts, spreading martial arts all across the globe. So, that was it. It was really like, just relax. Just relax. Like, in a situation where not many people are relaxed. Like, here you are sparring, and there's a lot of, like, you don't want to have unnecessary movement, but if I'm constantly moving around, I'm constantly a moving target. It's gonna be hard for you to time things. It's gonna be hard for you to time a good clean shot. We use small gloves today. He wants us to get knee pads, because a lot of times people just go for a kick, somebody ducks, boom, they eat a knee. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to be here. Again, he's pulling selective people out to go train in the cage, and then they for a round, and then they come back. You know what I'm saying? Which I have yet to be in that cage, but I'll be there soon, probably next time. So day 2 felt much better, and I'm blocking punches a lot. Keeping a good guard. If your hands come up too high, they'll come up underneath your ribs, and boom, they land a nice good body shot. Boom, all of a sudden your hands drop. Boom, and it's a wrap. So my stance is getting better. Just, you can block them off the arms. You can block the hooks, and a lot of it is just moving. Moving around is the defense. You know what I mean? I've been blessed athletically, and I'm starting to come into my own. All of the years of just training martial arts in general, and learning how to kick, and learning how to step off and throw a leg kick. Learning how to do, like, all these things. Like, now it's starting to pay off. I don't want to make it too long-winded, but the theme of the day was to relax. We're just all here to work. It's an amazing feeling to be where you're supposed to be. I don't know how many people get that feeling. I mean, I spent a big majority of my life, I feel like, just fighting to get here. You know what I mean? First, you had to fight even all the way I had to pack up all my stuff in my car and drive all the way out to LA. And then there was doing jiu-jitsu over there before I was doing my own thing. I was at the Reed Academy, and I had my buddy Kevin helping me with technique. You know what I mean? It's been a long journey, and that's what's rewarding. But it's rewarding when you actually make it to the place where you're supposed to be. Here I am in Las Vegas at Syndicate, and people have accepted me with open arms. It just doesn't even, it's not like, oh, hey, this is Cameron, he's the new guy. It's just like, yo, you're in here. It's either you're in here, and you are like, yo, the clock started. You gotta go. You gotta, like, go. It's not, so no okie doke shit. This is the real life stuff. So the team is full of pros. Full of pros. There might be like 2 amateurs. I might be like one of the 2 amateurs, but we're on our way though. Stay tuned. Peace.